Who's a good mosasaurus? Are you a good mosasaurus? That's right, you are. Good at eating all those nasty little people. Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. I'm sorry. You didn't call for an opening with extra cheese? Good, because that's over now. We're here to talk about Beowulf. Super interesting? Sort of not English, but in our British literature book. Try and figure that one out. Good job. Smart people. Beowulf, for those of you who didn't know, is an epic, which in this case is sort of a really, really long poem about a hero's deeds. And this hero is usually the bravest of the bravest, and the most courageous of all heroes that ever were. Even though they're all basically the same brave. Anyway, this hero, our bravest of the brave, is named Beowulf, as the name of the story would imply. And in this section of Beowulf, he goes from the land of Sweden to the great land of Denmark, and then proceeds to offer his assistance to King Hrothgar. It's an impressive name. I like the name Hrothgar. It's good stuff. Anyway, Beowulf offers his assistance to Hrothgar like, hey bro, what's up? Heard you got this monster problem. This monster named Grendel, I hear he's like the worst of the worst. And King Hrothgar's like, yeah, Grendel's the worst of the worst. He keeps eating my men after they go and get drunk and party. And also your dad sort of owed me before he died. I bailed him out of a pinch. Just so you know, Beowulf. Beowulf has come for the glory of the fight. He's gonna take down the monster, whatever it takes. Because that's what heroes do, supposedly. They take down large monsters, like this Bulbasaur. And they win. A lot. They just wipe it out. They take it down. So Beowulf's like, yeah, I'm the coolest of the cool. Yeah, my dad owes you, Hrothgar, so that means I owe you. But that's okay, because I came for the glory. Because I am the baddest of the bad. Actually, the best of the best, because he's a good guy. But you know, it doesn't matter if he's the baddest of the bad or the goodest of the good. English. So Beowulf does it. He does everything he said he was gonna say. He takes down the great vicious monster. He tears off his arm, which causes Grendel to bleed out and die, which is a really cowardly sort of way of doing things, I guess. I mean, at least have the manpower to rip his jaws apart. Or punch his brain out of his gruesome Grendel ears. I don't know. Okay? Don't ask me why he doesn't do something better than ripping an arm off and allowing his enemy to bleed to death. Monster defeated, the story continues. And here our analysis begins. Tasked with finding something similar to this story of a hero going for glory, I found something. And not all of you will like it, because I know several people who hate this movie. In case you didn't know, this is Treasure Planet. It looks like this. You know of it? I'm sure you do at some point in your lives, if you are young like me. Yeah, okay. We're nearly adults. Shh. Nearly adults. Shh. Treasure Planet is more like Beowulf than I thought. I thought to myself, gosh, what could be anything like a hero just going for glory? Because we don't see that as a hero. It doesn't matter whether we see that as a hero or not, however, because in Treasure Planet, there's plenty of heroes. Well, there's Jim Hawkins, who's the main hero of both Treasure Planet and Treasure Island. fun stuff, because Treasure Planet is basically Treasure Island. That is beside the point. However, let you watch the dogs for a bit. They're more interesting than I am. Lucy, grab that pile. These are my raptors. But Jim Hawkins is a real hero, and we see him as a hero by today's standards. And that is because he is brave and intelligent, and he's really quite good at what he does. But the entire point of Treasure Planet is that Jim Hawkins finds himself a map. It's a sort of magical science map that'll tell you where Flint's lost treasure was on what is basically Planet X of all planets that ever were. But what does that mean? It means that Jim is going for the glory. And the glory is what is important here. Because Jim, while a better hero by today's contemporary standards, has ulterior motives as well. He isn't just going to say, oh hey, I went there and I took a bit of Captain Flint's treasure. Or just actually say he got there where no one else had gone before. And that's really a lot of glory. Especially for someone like Jim, who grew up basically as a rebellious teenager, whose mother ran an inn in space. So of course there's a lot of different things. Like the difference between my two raptors. Two normal raptors. There's things like the fact that Jim is a rebellious teenager, while Beowulf is probably 25-ish years old, and well defined in his glory. Anyway. And Jim's just starting out. Jim, he's sort of been a nobody for ages, and he just continues being a nobody, up until the point where he finds the map and realizes he can open it. And that's when he starts going for the glory! And that happens. They both get the glory. Jim turns his entire life around. He becomes somebody. He graduates from military robot school, I guess. And that is something very different. Beowulf was already someone established in society, whereas doing all of that helped Jim find his place. And that's very important in the whole scheme of Treasure Planet. Beyond that, there aren't many similarities. Beowulf is a medieval epic, and Treasure Planet is space pirates. But there is that similarity. The hero, he goes and he starts his quest, and his quest is for the glory of, in Jim Hawkins' place, goals or reputation. And in Beowulf's instance, reputation, not just gold, even though he does get gold, and also the glory of having said that, oh yeah, he defeated that monster. Say hello, raptor dog. So that's it. You sat through like a 4-minute intro to have me compare in about 2 minutes. Because, I mean, that's it. That's as close as you get. Lucy! Lucy, say goodbye! Lucy! Say goodbye!